حي على الفلاح.
And you think going out on a movie with somebody and sitting and talking to them in a restaurant, now you know who they are? No, you don't. What kind of delusional world do you live in that you have that idea? That's not how you know people. People present what they want you to see outside. Their real self comes out when they live with you. That's when the real self comes out. And you know, in my experience, I know of several cases of Muslim boys and girls that were seeing each other, talking to each other, whatever, before marriage and have miserable marriages. Absolutely miserable. And they keep saying, I thought you were someone else. I thought you were someone else. They keep repeating the same phrase. Their own logic slapped in their face. Don't go near it. Allah didn't say, La tazinu, don't do zina. He said, don't go near zina. There are certain things that will lead you to it. The zina of the eyes, the zina of the tongue, the zina of the hands, the zina of the feet. Just watch yourself, and especially the eyes. Because it's a road. It's a road that leads to a bad place. So Allah ends the ayah, says, إِنَّهُ كَانَ فَاحِشَةً. It's always been a shameless thing. It's not like it's a societal thing right now and it'll be out of phase or whatever. It's always been there. And then these anthropologists argue, no. Marriage is a human construct. It wasn't always there. And we say, actually, it's as old as humanity itself. أُسْكُنْ أَنْتَ وَزَوْجُكَ. It's not a human construct. كَانَ فَاحِشَةً. It's always been wrong to do it. وَسَاءَ سَبِيلًا. And what a horrible path it has been. Allah says, basically He tells us, there are certain things when you get close to them, close is bad enough. The rest will take care of itself. Just like once you enter the gravitational field of the earth, then gravity does the rest. Just like that. So you have to draw a line around it. A lot of Muslim cultures taught us to draw those lines. They're not shari'i principles, they're not necessarily legal Islamic principles, but they're inspired by Islam. Talk to the girl's family, parents should meet. There are certain things we put in place. You know why we put them in place? Because it protects us. You can't say, where's the hadith that the parents should talk about, where's the ayah? Dude, this is all inspired by La taqrabu. Just don't go near it. Find a safer way. Find a more respectable way. And then they say, this is the best one. Guys have come up to me. Brother, what's wrong with dating? How can I marry someone haven't even gotten to know her? You must not really know what marriage is. You barely know your wife after 10 years. Barely. Oh, now I know one thing about you. And she'll say, I still don't know you. I don't know what you are. Absolutely. Now وَلَا تَقْتُلُوا النَّفْسِ. Once again. And don't kill any person. الَّتِي حَرَّمَ اللَّهُ. The one that Allah has sanctified. إِلَّا بِالْحَقِّ. Except with right. Now, I want to share with you a logical continuation between zina and murder also. Twice murder is mentioned, right? One of the children, the bond of family, then the other aspect of family, the spouse supposed to be legitimate. But if there is a society of zina, you know what happens? You stop seeing another individual as another soul that Allah honored. You just see it as a piece of flesh. That's how you see another human being. The value of human life goes down when zina increases in society.
Time. Probably the most important thing you can give to Allah is time. Probably the most valuable asset you have in your life is your time. You give Allah your time. That automatically means you've given Him your money. You've given Him your most precious asset. You and I have limited time on this earth. You spend that for Allah Azza wa Jal. You've done infaq of ma istakhlafakum fi. What He left you with. No, ma akhlafakum fi. فَالَّذِينَ آمَنُوا مِنْكُمْ وَأَنْفَقُوا لَهُمْ أَجْرٌ كَبِيرٌ وَمَا لَكُمْ. What's wrong with you? لا تؤمنون بالله والرسول. لا تؤمنون بالله, actually we'll stop there. لا تؤمنون بالله. What's wrong with you? You don't believe in Allah? You don't believe in Allah? You don't get the taste of what Allah is saying in the translation, you don't believe in Allah. There's actually two meanings of لا تؤمنون بالله. You don't believe in Allah, and you don't believe Allah. You don't believe Allah. Now what's the difference between saying I believe in Allah and I believe Allah? Is there a difference? When I say I believe in Allah, I believe He exists. I believe He's my master. I believe in His names and attributes. I believe in His uniqueness, in His tawheed. Fine. When I say I believe Allah, that means I have full 100% conviction, confidence, trust in whatever He's saying to me. In the previous ayah He said, give me your youth, give me your money, give me your talent, give me your aspirations, give me your goals in life, and I will give you a huge compensation. What's wrong with you? You don't believe me? Next ayah, وَمَا لَكُمْ لَا تُؤْمِنُونَ بِاللَّهِ. How can you not believe me? What more motivation can you need? وَالرَّسُولُ يَدْعُوكُمْ لِتُؤْمِنُوا بِرَبِّكُمْ. And the messenger is calling you. He is the one in fact inviting you, so that you could truly believe in your master. وَقَدْ أَخَذَ مِيثَاقَكُمْ. And how is this something new to you? The covenant, way before the messenger even came, the real contract was already taken from you when you were created. إِن كُنتُم مُؤْمِنِينَ. If in fact you are believers, you should remind yourselves that this is actually a reaffirmation of the original agreement. هُوَ الَّذِي يُنَزِّلُ عَلَىٰ عَبْدِهِ آيَاتٍ بَيِّنَاتٍ. So how are you going to, now this spending, right? The spending. And the messenger is calling you to truly believe in your master. Now Allah Azza wa Jalla says, where will you get the strength to maintain that iman? If you do get that fervor and that iman, is it possible that somebody comes out into the light and pulls back into the darkness? Sure, happens all the time. Like we said, good days and bad days. What does Allah say in the next ayah? هُوَ الَّذِي يُنَزِّلُ عَلَىٰ عَبْدِهِ آيَاتٍ بَيِّنَاتٍ. He's the one who sends down over and over again, continually upon His slave, miraculous, clear, self-evident, signs. لِيُخْرِجَكُم مِّنَ الظُّلُمَاتِ. Revelations, if you will. So He can pull you out from the shades of darkness, إِلَى النُّورِ, to the light. وَإِنَّ اللَّهَ بِكُمْ لَرَؤُوفٌ رَحِيمٌ. And Allah, especially in your case, بِكُمْ خاصة مُقَدَّم. لا إن الله لرؤوف رحيم بكم مقدم. The jar majrur muqaddam, the muta'alliq bil khabar muqaddam. Especially in your case, Allah is extremely compassionate. Ra'uf in the human sense, ra'fa, in the human sense, is to be able to feel somebody's pain, to identify with somebody's situation. You're trying to tell somebody about your problems and they're like, I don't think he gets what I'm going through. You can't understand what I'm feeling right now. That's, lack of ra'fa. Ra'uf, Allah calls Himself Ra'uf, and by saying that He's saying not only is He merciful towards you, kind towards you, He knows exactly what you and I are going through. Even us, سَنُرِيهِمْ آيَاتِنَا فِي الْآفَاقِ وَفِي أَنفُسِهِمْ حَتَّى يَتَبَيَّنَ لَهُمْ أَنَّهُ الْحَقُّ. And ayat are a means to guidance, a means to betterness. So if love between husband and wife has been placed, it has been placed as an ayah, Allah says. What that means is that it's supposed to be utilized in a healthy way to reach a higher goal. Love itself is not the goal. Love and mercy between husband and wife is not the goal. That is a mechanism, that's a means by which higher things can be accomplished. So before we get into the surah, I just want to talk a little bit about that theme and what that means. What that means is Allah has created us for some very high purposes. Of course, the highest purpose in the spiritual sense is the akhirah, Jannah. I've been created to attain that paradise, to earn Allah's mercy, to make Allah happy in the akhirah. How will I do that? I have some goals in dunya too. People have to be goal driven, right? Human beings, every human being, whether they acknowledge it or not, has a purpose. Somebody's purpose might be to, win all 3 stars in every level of, Angry Birds. That's their purpose. Somebody else's purpose is to be the #1 guy on Halo online. He needs to be ranked #1 in modern warfare or whatever. That's his purpose. Somebody else's purpose is to, win the Street Fighter tournament or something. Some people have purpose. People have something that they really want to attain and they work towards it. Somebody's purpose is working out, getting a 6-pack, Somebody else's purpose is getting a career, getting an MBA, making this much money, getting a house, getting this, getting that. People set these goals and they live life to attain those goals. Sometimes those goals are very shallow. Sometimes those goals are very long-reaching, right? For us, we set worldly goals too. Muslims do. You want to get a bachelor's degree, you want to get a master's degree, you want to get a job, you want to get a career, you want to have some savings. But all of those are still khalq, right? It's all creation around you that you want to attain. Your creation, you're attaining creation. All of that are still a means. Then even in the dunya sense, you have to have a higher goal. Why do I want to make so much money? Why do I want to become a physician? What will happen after that? Like, what's my goal after that? And when you ask that why question, for a lot of people, they say, I don't know. They just say, I don't know. Why do you want to...
what do you want to do? I want to study medicine. Why do you want to study medicine? I want to help people. Okay, that's a higher goal. You just set something higher. But once you say, I want to make this much money, I want to have this career, I want to have this much savings, then what are you going to do with those savings? What are you going to do with that career? What next with you? What are you going to be utilized for? And there's no answer, that's a problem. Muslims have to set goals for themselves. After doing a good assessment of themselves, I would argue 40 years. 40, up until like 18, 19, you're so dumb you don't even know what's going on around you. You wake up a little around 19 if you're lucky. And then you have until then about 60 when your limbs are still working properly and you have the energy to do things. You have these 40 years to get do something of your life. And then of course at the end phases of your life, you're back to dhikr and you're back to just winding down and leaving a legacy, and that's it. But what are you going to do with this meat of your life, this middle of your life? What are you going to do with it? What is it going to mean? When you look back at it, what did it all mean? Was it you look back and say, I worked?
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. If you enjoyed this video, please do share it with friends and family. If you want to see more videos from this series, click on the box at the top. If you want to see other videos, click on the box at the bottom. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Thanks.